Hey everyone. So last week we talked about some workstation ergonomic stuff. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. Today we're going to go over a few things that can happen with sitting for a long time. If you're a student, if you do a lot of computer work, if you sit at a desk all day, every day. So it kind of ties into the workstation stuff. So we're going to start from the hips, then we're going to work up to our mid-back, and then up to the neck area here, so over the next couple of weeks. But we're going to start with the hips today. So what can happen when you sit for long periods of time is our hip flexors, the muscles that are meant to flex our hip, right? They tend to tighten up and they shorten the longer we sit. So if we do this day after day after day, they're going to adapt to that. They're going to shorten up and they're going to tighten up on us. So when you stand up, they might pull and you might get some back pain standing up. So I'm going to show you a stretch for that. And also, the longer we sit, the more we sit, we start to lose some of our hip mobility. Our hips are meant to be mobile. They're meant to move in all directions, up, down, side to side, rotate in and out. So when we lose some of that stuff, it can create some low back pain, along with if you're sitting at a desk and you're hunched forward all day. But we're not going over that today. So I'm going to show you a couple stretches here. The first one is just to improve some of that hip mobility. Get that back, just keep that loose, keep that nice and relaxed here. So the first one here is we're going to go here. So you can do these at your desk, or at least a couple of them. So the first one here is you're going to just put your leg right over your knee here. You're going to kind of push down on this knee and you're going to bend forward, keeping your back nice and neutral. Upright, and we're going to bend forward. And you want to feel that kind of in the butt here. So that'll just start to keep the hips loose, right? Just like we talked about. And then the next one there is we can pull that knee up towards that opposite shoulder here. So pulling it this way, you're going to stretch a little bit of a different muscle, but you're still getting that hip, all these hip muscles in here. So this one, hold that there, lean forward, hold that for about 15-20 seconds. Do that 2 to 3 times a day. Same thing with this one. Hold that 15-20 seconds, a few times a day. We'll just keep these nice and loose, prevent some of that low back pain. Second one, so I'm going to come on the ground here. This might be a little awkward if you do this at work, at your desk or whatever, but you can still do it and it'll work. So what you do with this one is you kneel down on one knee here. You're going to put your hands just right on your hips, and you're going to take a deep breath in, all the way out, and then you're going to squeeze those butt cheeks together. You're going to squeeze them together like you're trying to crush a quarter between the cheeks, okay? So when you do that, you'll feel your hips kind of move backwards, and you're already going to be feeling a stretch right through here, and that's where we want to feel it. So after that, once you have that, so here, squeeze the cheeks, there, and then you're just going to lean forward, keeping the back nice and straight. We don't want any extra strain on that. So there, do that 8 to 10 times or so. Switch legs here, so here, big breath in, all the way out, squeeze, and we're going to bring those hips back. You're going to feel them almost go this way. So there, already feeling the stretch a little bit, and then gently forward, backwards, a little bit further next time, and then backwards. 8 to 10 times, both legs. And if you feel weird doing this at your desk, you can just do it at home, but it's going to be good for you to do. So try those out. Let me know how they go, and tune in next week. We're going to move to the mid back. So we'll see you next week then.